been just let down. It doesn't even describe it. It doesn't fucking describe it, but it doesn't stop there. So let's move forward. Let's put this let's first of all, I want to pause real fast. I want y'all to understand how hard it is for someone who is already a rape victim to go through the shit that I've been through in life, finally get to be the person who I have made it to become, to only be put right back in the space of a fucking child again that cannot do for self by some random ass nigga that can't keep his hands to himself. And the one fucking person who understood what I was going through was getting some dick from some rando in Colorado Springs. Now, it was a hung jury. Dude got off. They said it was a hung jury. It was some people, it was at least 2 people, I believe, who said that they didn't believe whatever was going on. And so he walked. The city didn't think it was worth trying this shit again. We didn't go for the shit again. So he walked. I left that courtroom devastated and more scared than I have ever been in my fucking life, because the nigga who already did the worst shit he could possibly fucking do to me was now free and antagonized. So I leave the courthouse or whatever, because I only got so many minutes before this nigga's processed and fucking released right behind me. I go immediately to my support system because that's all I got, because hours have passed. You know what I mean? She's got to be down from the spring. She's got to be fucking home by now. I get to her house and I go to start telling her I'm coming in the house. I'm bawling. I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. I'm so besides myself. And you know my sis shushed me. She shushed me and let me know that she had told her nigga, her dude, her live-in love at the time, the only man I knew about, that she was with me in court. So she shushed me and never heard anything that happened, the outcome, the nigga walked, none of that, because she was already with me as far as what she told that nigga who uses your sister's rape testimony for an alibi to fuck some nigga. I loved her still. That did not crush our friendship. I love my sister because if you are my sister, I fucking love you still. Now, to this day, this woman has never acknowledged it. She's never apologized. She's never even admitted what kind of fuck-ass person it takes to open your mouth and lie about some shit like that. Who the fuck lies about some shit like that? I faced my fucking rapist by myself, and I'm proud as fuck as myself. I did the process, I did the counseling, I did everything that I needed to do to get Ruck back right after I went through all this shit by my fucking self. Now we're gonna talk about me by myself for a while, because now we get to get into what really lost my sisterhood, guys. Because me doing that wasn't enough for me to walk away from my friendship. So from here, going forward, I take complete and total responsibility for every fuck shit that's happened from that moment on, because I should have been done with fake ass when that happened. When she already showed me how disposable I really was. That was when I should have been done with this relationship. But again, I'm dumb as fuck for loving as hard the way I love. Now let's move forward and find out what exactly happened that ruined my sisterhood with this woman, since her using my rape was an alibi to fuck on a nigga, and that wasn't enough. I spent several months in my house by myself on some don't nobody talk to me, leave me alone. I'm in the house hiding from a 245-pound, 6'7", big-ass nigga who's antagonized and running around these streets right now. So I was in the house for several months on that. I broke up with my ex, and not because it was my doing. It was because my daughter came to me crying and explained to me that he makes me sad. Once again, I'm still in a situation with somebody totally fucking toxic, and I'm still trying to love them because they had already been shown love. It took for my 5-year-old at the time to tell me, "Mommy, he makes you sad. I don't like who you are when he's around," for me to leave this nigga. So I left him so I could start my journey back to finding Ruck. Now, while I'm still in the house, all this time, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not saying anything to anybody. I'm in the fucking house, literally scared for my fucking life. until my sis asked me for a favor. And like a dumbass, I moved for that favor. Some poetry event was coming up, and it was about a battle or some shit. I don't follow battle culture, so that's not my shit. I don't care to do it. So, but I did it because she asked me to be involved. So I said, okay, whatever, I'll be there. Now I want you guys to keep in mind of my mind state taking this. No, I don't want to fucking be anywhere. There is a man who out there I think is still out to harm me. I can't do shit about it. And now my whereabouts will be advertised. He's going to know exactly where I am and when. And that's the only thing that was on my mind. I went to the event. I was there all night. I don't remember shit about the event except for being scared for my fucking life all night. All night. I remember giving the most lackluster poetry performance I've ever given in my life. For me, I don't do lackluster. So then that's all I can really think of is the fact that I didn't prepare. I didn't write shit. I didn't know I was supposed to write anything. I didn't do anything but show up because my sister needed me for this event. Now, I showed up to the event. I did what the fuck I was supposed to do. I went home. Several days later, there's a dude in my inbox saying hi and this, that, the third, good mornings and all this extra. Now, remember that pin? We put in I don't know who she's fucking. Let's go back and get it and bring that forward because it's important now. So a dude's in my inbox and he's talking and all this fun stuff and I look at it and try to figure out where do I even know this nigga from? Because he doesn't look familiar. And so when I started looking at where I know him from, and the only thing we have in common is the Mile High Club. And so the Mile High Club is actually a group of Bellsiders. At the time, Mile High Club was a group that was put together, and it was only people from the Bell side, except for a couple, maybe 4 or 5 extra. Whoever from the Bells watching this that was in it, let me know if I'm lying about that. It wasn't nobody else in there but us. This dude was in there. Me and the dude started flirting in the group. We spent that time in that group flirting around all my Bell side friends. We flirted, and they made us a little group. They made us a little couple within the group because they thought it was cute. They thought it was funny. Me and him decided to take it outside the group. Next thing you know, we dating. We cool. And about almost 90 days later, we're pretty much living together because he was on some homosexual shit, but we're going to talk about it in a different episode. But anyways, he's up under me on some extra. From the very second we went on our first date, we never separated. We were under each other every second, and I mean every second of the day. And we moved real fast. We moved fast. I fell hard. This was the first person I trusted since all this shit had gone down for the past several months. I had even stopped dating men during the time. I was so scared of this shit. I was dating women through this. And then a lot of women understand. That's where I just continue now to date women, but that's where it started. I was so cool on dudes after I had just been raped that I converted and said, I'm cool on y'all. Anyways, moving back forward, get back on track. The man and I was dating this, that, the third, and all of a sudden we've been together about 90 days. And for those who know, if you're around somebody every day for 90 days fucking into some shit, you're probably close to love or something that feels like it. We're together and the phone rings and it's a call to let me know that my sister's baby daddy passed away. And all I can think of is how distraught she's got to be because it's the favorite baby daddy. We all know. Fuck it. That was the one she actually liked. So I knew I wanted to at least be there for her. Like, this shit's fucked up. We need to find out what's going on. This is when this man tells me, hey, yo, we need to let her know what's going on then between us. I was like, okay. I don't know why, but why? And he was like, well, me and her had something going on in high school. And I'm like, in high school? What does it have to do with anything? Like, what is high school? We're grown as shit. I'm positive my sister don't give a damn about some dude she used to date in high school. She got a nigga and some more shit. I know her. She got a man. She's not fucking worried about you and some shit that's been happening since high school. So I tell him, whatever relationship that is, and okay, well then that's on you. You need to explain that to her if that's the case. And then lo and behold, I turn around and God damn it, if I'm not being dragged on social media as some kind of disloyal, sneaking behind somebody's back, I got to be sleeping in behind her. I'm looking at this stuff where now it's taken even further than the nigga. We're not even talking about the nigga no more. I'm looking at stuff where my name is not mentioned, but I know you talking. It's just weird. You're everything talking about me. You're talking about how all of a sudden he's got to be gay if he's interested in me because I'm a man. From my sis. My sis is saying that my mom was not around to be able to raise me to be a proper lady. And for those who know me and my siblings, I take real hellified offense to that shit because of the fact that my mom wasn't around to be able to help me with shit she was supposed to help me with as a child, because we know she had kind of a drug history and she had other things that was a little bit more important than us at the time. And to sit there and take that kind of information just to jab at your fucking sister in their time because you mad over some dick. Sorry, I said I was gonna be calm. I'm floored. I'm looking at this shit and I'm looking at my sister doing these things on Facebook and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is what we're going through. This is how this woman and all of a sudden I'm just loyal. I'm doing sneaky shit. I'm sneaking behind and I'm like, sneak how? Sneak how? And when I actually asked how am I being accused of even sneaking around some shit, I'm sitting there thinking like, you know what? I'm not even gonna be mad about any of this. At least let this be the dude. I said, for all I know, this is somebody, clearly this is some emotional type shit. Whatever this is, one, it's definitely emotional. This is some random side dick type shit that's going on. And over time I found out, no, it wasn't. We was funking because the shit they was fucking very, very, very recently from when he and I started dealing with each other, which is why it was such a problem at the time. And I'm finding these things out as I get to be dragged along with their bullshit. As it stands, I'm the only person who was loyal in all of this shit, but it is what it is. I'm sitting there thinking that I gotta be going through this shit because this gotta be the same nigga. It's only a couple months later, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry, this gotta be the nigga from the Springs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've already completely fucked me over and treated me as though I'm nothing in one of the worst fucking times of my life when I needed you the most. So I know you are reacting this way over that nigga. But it wasn't that nigga. How the fuck are we going over it? It wasn't that nigga. So how many side dicks do I gotta worry about falling on to not be fucking taken as disloyal? I'm confused by this. And so what I get to look at in my life is the standards that I have set for myself as far as when I hold you as family in my eyes versus the people who call themselves calling me their family. And so I've learned I love too goddamn hard to have anybody call me sis who ain't my sis, because I'm going to forgive things that I should have never forgiven. Like I said, I take complete accountability for any kind of false fuck shit that's ever been said about me and will probably be said going forward because somebody gonna be mad that I had the audacity to tell my side of the story when asked. So here it is. This is the side of the story. So going forward, I don't know what's going to be said, and I don't give two fucks, because y'all, if I cared, y'all would have heard this story a long time ago to say, my side is this. I don't really care for y'all to know my side. This show is not about that right now. This is about me just letting y'all know my genuine example of as far as this bro sis shit. That shit ain't cool. There's a certain levels to this shit, and everybody does not look at it the same. Because I know, and y'all can let me know in the comments whenever I get a chance to look at all this, because I ain't had a chance to do it. But what I do know is, if when people are supposed to show you the real them, you believe it. Now, somebody lies and make up some shit like they standing there supporting you in your worst of times so they can do some fuck shit. What kind of fuck ass person is that? And I don't really give two fucks about whatever relationship or whatever perception y'all have about this person if you know who that person is. I don't, because that's your experience. My experience is that they're a fuck ass person to me because this person used my rape testimony as a fucking alibi to go get some strange. And if that ain't the most bitch made shit, then I don't know what is. My loyalty is in question by one person and one person only, and that's them. And if your ass is one of them people that decided you want to question my loyalty because of somebody else's shit, watch this podcast, keep that energy. I ain't never did shit to anyone to be in this situation. I'm the only person who ain't loyal. I'm in a situation right now because I was not aware of somebody's side dick. Who does that? Who does that? I don't know who you fucking. I know my job is to know your husband, your man, your baby daddy, your love of your life, your whatever this is. That's my job. Keep up with the non-touchables. Keep up with that. I'm not keeping up with your side dick, people. If you're my friend out there, and if you even want to get to the level of calling me sis, take a picture of the nigga who you're fucking. All of them, and make sure that I know. How about that? I don't ask about your side dick. I will gladly keep a record of who you with. But your side dick, the hoes are for everybody. And that is the sad part. That's the sad part. I never in my fucking life. Like I said, with levels of loyalty, it's some shit that's real fucking weird. Now I get it. People gonna move how they want to move, and it is what it is. Like I said, I hate that I even gotta fill y'all on some shit that's none of your fucking business. But I didn't make it your business. I didn't make it public then. And so the fact that I even have to update somebody who's asking about it now is like, why the fuck do we even know about it though? And then you gotta hear one half of it that makes it look like, are you fucking kidding me? And as far as once you start talking about my mama, you should probably stop calling my brother bro. That's for anybody else who's out there who wants to be my siblings and all that fun shit and claim me. Once you start talking shit about my mama, stop calling my brother bro. Stop calling my sister sis. Because just because me and you got a problem, keep that between me and you. Another thing I want to point out is this. If you was ever my sis, how the fuck you got so much foul shit to say about me? When? If we've never had problems, when? All of a sudden I'm a man and you got shit to say about my mama? So you've had that shit to say from the beginning. As far as I'm concerned, this ain't no new shit. You don't develop a whole bunch of fuck shit to say about people who you supposedly loved as your family. And if you're that person and all of a sudden that you can move that way and you can have a bunch of fucked up shit to say about somebody immediately upon y'all funking, that's not your fucking sis. That's not your fucking friend. So that's that. I'm fully accountable. I am accountable, responsible, whatever you want to call that, for everything that happened from the second I walked in that house and heard this woman shush me because she used my rape testimony as an alibi to go fuck on some nigga. From that second, I already knew our friendship was disposable. I was less important than some strange dick. And it was some, what the fuck? But I guess the outside dick do keep them hoes sick. I get it, juvenile. I get it. I get it now. It took me till I was grown to really understand how sick outside dick really got it. Because the shit'll make you lose your whole fucking family over it.
Oh, shit.
Now, what time is it? We started a little late. And I want to actually cover the whatchamacallit of this show. What time is it? Are we 30 in yet? I know we got to take a break, so I don't want to do too much. So, all that to say, guys, just to wrap that up, for those who are asking, that's what happened with me and my sis. We have very different levels of standards as far as what we will and will not accept. I am willing to accept the truth. My friend, unfortunately, was willing to believe a lie and even perpetuate even more shit just to make sure that the shit looked even more fucked up than it was. Because it's not some shit that's like unfamiliar. This is some shit that happens often. This is someone that I've sat there watched manipulate the fuck out of all sorts of situations and present whatever picture wants to be presented. We are artists in this world. We can put forward whatever picture we want to make. I can explain whatever I want to explain to y'all and make sure y'all see it quite vividly. But please make sure you're drawing the right picture. If that's what it's going to be, draw a picture of the right shit. I mean, I draw pictures of people every fucking day, y'all. Y'all see it. Something's off. Every day. Every day, something's off. And that's just kind of just what that shit was like. When you're looking at shit and something's off, just recognize that something's off. Don't call me sis if you actually don't have no love for me like that. Don't call my siblings sis and bro once you start talking about my mama. Because that's weird. If you got funny, weird-ass shit to say immediately upon arguing with somebody that's not your sis, don't call them sis. Don't call me sis. Don't call them bro. If you feel that some dick is more important than being there for me, don't call me sis. If you feel like I'm sleeping in behind you because the dude that you was fucking on the side lied to me about your whole relationship, don't call me sis. That's just weird. Niggas lie. Surprise, niggas lie. Especially when they're pursuing a whole relationship. I ended up marrying the nigga, had a beautiful child. So it was something that was very serious that he was behind. So why not lie to keep it? But again, I guess I'm the only one who understands any of that logic in this. But at the end of the day, if I'm disloyal and I gotta be this disloyal ass person sleeping behind whatever just to make sure that that's what makes people feel better, then I'll be that. I am accountable because they ass should have never been in my life still to even be able to have them fucking stories to tell. So that's on me. We're going to come back in a little while after we answer some of these comments or whatever. I'm going to look through the comments and try to address y'all stuff when we get back because I'm just really not not right there to do that right this second, guys. So we're going to pay some bills. I'm going to look through y'all's comments, and then I'll make sure I address those when we get back. And then we're going to drop y'all some actual rules and cover what this show was supposed to be about, guys. We're going to talk about fake fam. Coming back on the What Do I Know podcast.
Man, all money in, you know, stack, save, look towards the future. Don't think of just right now. You know, we quick to just want it right now, you know. Not only that, don't rush to get it. Put your plans and your goals in motion, and then you'll see it through. Oh man, that's most important, especially when you start getting older, because we don't realize like a lot of the things that we digested when we was younger really shows and comes and hits you when you get a little older. You know what I mean? We have this stigma when we're young and growing up in the urban community that we probably won't see 21 or we won't see 30. You know what I mean? So we don't look that far down. You know what I mean? So I think at 16, I would tell myself, man, take it easy. Don't put so much stress on myself at a young age, and to know that I'm gonna make it to be 30 and 40 and 50 years old.
We'll be very unstoppable if we come on together and do everything as one. And it'll be something that'll be very, very amazing to see if that ever happens. If everybody comes together as one and just put all the bad things aside and just focus on the main goal, which is to make our community better. So.
What type of physical health advice do you wish that you had at a younger age that you could still have today?
I would say to continue to move every day for at least 30 minutes and eat food in moderation. Be healthy. Eat your vegetables. Eat your vegetables, especially the green ones. They're good for you.
You heard it here first. 30 minutes a day, exercise, get moving,
Right.
but eat them veggies. If you're not eating them veggies, that movement's not going to do nothing, no good for you.
That's right, because 80% of losing weight and being healthy is your diet. You can't outwork a bad diet.
Ooh.
All right, y'all, we back.
Right.
Yeah,
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the What Do I Know podcast. Thank you very much for pausing with us and coming on back. Thank you for returning. Thank y'all for returning. The first half, I still didn't get to go through comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll just talk to y'all later. You'll get a text or something from me later. They said that Facebook got a notice for community standards. Somebody reported the podcast for community standards on Facebook. So I just that's interesting to me. But
unfortunately, and I'm gonna just say it because we talked earlier, and I said whatever it is, I was gonna be neutral about. Getting reported for community standards tells me exactly who it is, and I'm still not gonna say who, but that's unfortunate. We can't keep. We're gonna get into the topic, but we can't keep saying we advocates for this, and that. But when it affects the people that you dealt with directly, now it's a whole different thing. I said this weeks ago on social media where I said, I don't fuck with people who stand behind woman abusers. And for me, it's a thing where when it's not your people's, then it becomes, oh well, we don't know the whole story. When it's your people's, it's we don't know the whole story. When it's not your people's, it's that motherfucker's guilty. And the things that were said just a minute ago, that's something serious. Nobody, I don't know how to put it in words. I'm gonna just say, as far as hearing that that's what happened, I know who it is, and I'm like, wow. The same way I'm hearing this story, I'm like, wow. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but like I said, I learned lessons learned. Like I'm happy about it today. I'm a better person than I ever was. I'm back to being the Janelle that y'all grew up with that has my shit together, the one who already overcame the shit when I was little. So like I said, I'm good. I'm bigger. I'm better. It was years ago. Like y'all, it was a while back. It just happens to be relevant to the topic we're having now. But because of that, I'm so fucking scarred. I can't do it. Like my cis bro circle is a very, 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 very limited. Very limited. Just because I'm scared to death on what would happen with the next person that I love enough to do me like that. Because like I said, that shit broke my heart. It wasn't even something where some of these things, like, yes, it's a little bit of anger. I can't help but be mad at the situation, but it's really because I don't really know how to process a lot. I can call it being a cancer. We're emotional. Sometimes I just don't know really where to unpack that. But that is something that that was one of the most hurtful experiences I have ever had in my life by someone who called themselves loving me. And so I actually had to go through I'm still processing some of that to this day. So yes, there is still a little bit of anger. My counselor said I need to talk about it more. I would probably not be so angry if it was something that was already addressed. But at the same time, there has never been an apology. There's never been an acknowledgement. There's never been a resolution, a resolve to this situation, but there has been complete desecration of my character because a man had the audacity to lie to me because he wanted me. So there's that. But anyways, moving forward, bro and sis, there are rules to this, guys. We started this letting y'all know that this show came from being in this town and y'all loving to run around calling people yo family. Now, my ex got his ass hit upside the head by his baby mama. Got pistol whipped, actually. And this is because he insisted on telling her that I was his cousin. I don't know why. I don't know what, but we just discussed the nigga be lying. So I don't understand what possessed him to do it, but that's what he told her. Told her ass Smooth his cousin, and she knocked that nigga upside the head for it. Like, y'all need to stop the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop it. Stop claiming people as family when they're not for no fucking reason. Like, it makes no sense. Especially the sleeping with them family person. That shit's crazy. To keep bringing people around, your people saying that that's your sis, that's your cousin, that's your... What is that? Why do people give family assignments to people they sleeping with? Like, that's not weird. Like, I wouldn't even want to think of them as a family.
I've never done that. I've never done it. Like, I've had someone who was like one of my closest friends, and we just always got along great as friends. And then when we finally did walk around, we never was like bro and sister, no shit like that. Like, we still was just friends, and thought something was gonna happen until she went to college at Grambling State, and even to this day, we're still good friends because as much as we thought it would go there, the type of nigga she like versus the type of nigga I am, I'm like, we would never.
It's not gonna work.
You know what I'm saying? I like a peaceful ass crib, and you like niggas who still wear the loose boxers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You
like
said the loose boxers?
The loose boxers.
The
loose boxers.
joints?
Yeah.
That got like 6 in a pack.
For a while, the only people who made them at the time was Hanes. Yeah. This is before I got older and knew what boxer briefs was. But yeah, it's just we've never said bro and sis to one another or no crazy, because it's weird to me, and it's because I have siblings. Like, I got sisters, I got a brother, I got niggas that I call my brothers because we've known each other so long. So it's like that's some weird shit to say.
It is weird. I mean, I think as far as bros goes, my brothers, I got Anthony, I got Midas. Those are my blood brothers. Those are my brothers. And then I've got Kenyatta, and I've got Booby. That's it. Those are my bros. That's anybody that you've heard me say, that's my bro. Anybody out there, y'all ain't heard me say that shit, because I don't mean it. I ain't never. And if I've ever fucked you, you sure ain't never been referred to as no bro. Never. I'm sitting here like, never that. If we've ever even dated. Like, if we dated in school, I don't care if it was 3rd grade and you kissed me, you ain't my brother. I don't even fucking, like, we ain't going, I'm cool. You'll never have that title. That's just some weird shit. I don't even want to associate you with that kind of a relationship in my life, honestly. I'm like, that's just, I don't know. And if you my bro, we bag on you anyway. That you put yourself in a direct place to be talked about, because me and my family talk about each other dirty. We roast the shit out of each other. So if you my bro, I talk big shit about you. If you can't take me talking shit about you, then you're not my bro. You're not my bro. I think the closest people that I've got, as far as being even associates wise, that I think are cool. I think you cool if I talk shit about you. If I think it's cool and we can joke, we can play around, then we know that you and I are pretty much on the up and up. These are people who you'll probably see me draw pictures of. You're going to see people that I know. We joke together because we're close. I don't mind. We can draw pictures and we can be cool and we can do all this fun shit. And that's probably somebody that's kind of close to me in order for us to do that. So y'all weird people sending me shit and to take my picture, draw my picture. No. That's weird. Somebody actually said that they was afraid. They was like, let me go change. They said I'm afraid to change my profile picture or some shit like that. And I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you?
Though? Like, you good?
Who are you?
I don't think she's ever just been on the prowl like, yeah, motherfucker, look at this picture. That's your ass. Like, I've never seen one picture that was that. It was the era when everyone would put a picture out and you'd be like, yeah, do me now. And you're like, oh, yeah, I got you. And then it's hilarious. But
it's really weird. Really weird people. But all that to say, I digress. As far as rules, we were going to give y'all a couple of rules and just guidelines maybe for what can actually help y'all. Which I help y'all calling people sis. Clearly y'all are doing this shit when you don't like people. You know what I mean? Like I look at comments. I actually saw 3. I got 2 up and that shit's funny. I must be high. I saw 3 comments on Facebook that were made on pictures. One was of a couple, one was to the girl, and one was to the guy. Now, all these they're 3 different, totally, they're not related pictures. However, the people in the comments are fucking at least one of the people in the picture. Or, okay, so under the girl's comments, it's a dude saying hi or whatever, saying, oh, oh, you look pretty, this, that, the third. He's definitely sleeping with, with her dude. Y'all thought I was going to say with her, right? No, he's sleeping with her dude. So he's commenting on her shit. And that was funny to me looking at that. I saw another one with a couple and everybody's hearting it and all this stuff. And I'm seeing hearts in a couple pictures or whatever. And she's definitely fucking the dude in a couple. And then I saw another one where it was a couple and it was a girl who was saying hi and she's messing with somebody. So it was just funny. And in all of these pictures is, oh, you look good, sis. These are the comments. These are the comments that y'all leaving on this woman's photo and on their couple's photos. Oh, sis, you look so pretty. You look gorgeous. Hashtag relationship goals. Sis, bro, y'all are wild as fuck. And y'all fucking on these people. Like, I don't get it. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, it's people that taking pictures with my ex and stuff, knowing damn well we're messing around. But you calling this dude, bro, you acting like this your homie. Y'all got arm on shoulders photos. I'm talking about drinks in hands and arm on shoulders.
And the way we talk about red flags on here, that's a red flag. If I meet one of your peoples and you like, this like my bro, I'm like, yeah, they fucked.
You think so?
In most cases,
yeah.
In my experience, and if someone proves me wrong, more power to you. Mm. But in most experiences, when someone's like, that's like my bro, I'm like, they fucked.
What I have found is the people who use the actual title as the name. It's the chick that walk up like, hey, brother. That bitch. That's the bitch that's fucking on the nigga. That's the one that can't, the one that don't use his name and don't just say, hey, brother. Hey, cousin. People that call them by their title instead of their name is usually the motherfuckers that's fucking on whoever that person is, from my experience, at least from what I've seen and what I've just acknowledged and sat back and watched. Y'all, that shit's crazy. I've seen people who are around married couples for a long time because they think that's their family member. They got niggas all in the house. They got them at family dinners, at all these fucking outings and shit. Y'all got these niggas running up to people at picnics. So disrespectful. This town is so disrespectful. Like, y'all got everybody with they arch nemesis and don't even know it is sitting at their dinner table. And they hugging them every night, kissing them, calling them sis right along with you. And then while you go fuck on them after they leave. Y'all, wow.
I done seen the outside nigga
wow.
show up to the funeral and I be like, ooh, this shit finna go down. What? Because by that point in time, everything is out. And I just was like, well.
Yeah.
And y'all got done. Like, as far as that type of shit, when I know some shit is finna go down, I don't want to get in the middle of it, but I'm just sit back and watch like, ooh, this shit crazy. So, y'all, the brother and sister thing, and maybe it's because, you know, coming from that family environment, it's a different bond. That's why when you hear me call people brothers, these are people that, number one, if most of the people I consider my brothers, I've known damn near my whole life. Anybody outside of that I've known is because we've been through some shit together. When you see my best friend and we call each other sis, bro, whatever, we not saying that shit because when we go home, we gonna fuck afterwards. We saying it because that's our bond. Like, you know what I'm saying? If some shit hits the fan for her, I'm gonna go look after her. If she sees that I ain't in a good place, she gonna come there and check on me type shit. So,
some of this stuff is just not even sexually related. Some of y'all just be calling motherfuckers bro, sis, and don't even realize their family don't even like you. That's the weird part. That's one of the weirdest dynamics ever when you have siblings that fuck with people that you don't fuck with. So you're kind of looking at it like, I'm never a person to guide what my siblings do. They friends with whoever they want to be friends with. But I'm always quick to tell your ass, oh, you Janine's friend. You Midas's friend. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, we ain't cool just as you cool with them. But I see all sorts of people that are running around saying, bro, I think we talked about on the show before, when my brother had his heart condition, there was so many motherfuckers calling him bro that the actual family couldn't even get in to see his ass at the hospital because you motherfuckers just really feeling. The bro sis thing needs to be mutual. The bro sis things need to be mutual. Everybody needs to understand the equation that person loves you as a brother or a sister for you to actually go out and exert such right and title at the fucking hospital. Guys, you can't.
I wish a motherfucker would.
At the hospital. This nigga's up there like, yeah, Midas is my brother. He's not though. We got people that's actually family members that can't come see him because you motherfuckers is out there that feel so. And that's what's up. He's loved, and I'm so glad for y'all for loving on him. Please continue to do so. But at the same time, in times of severity, please let the family be his actual family.
And that was the weirdest shit in the. I had to, when my father was in the hospital, I had one person who called themselves my friend, and this is the person that when they're like, "You got to get out the room. We need to do X, Y, Z." The family got. This the motherfucker that everybody got to cuss out and be like, "Get the fuck out the room. What is your problem?" They want me to have a private moment with my dad. They want family to, you know, say their goodbyes and all that old shit. And this one person, I ain't gonna say your name, you just wouldn't get the fuck out the room and then mad when you got cussed out and everybody's like, yo, go home. We not dealing with this shit. Not today. These motherfuckers just told us my dad got hours to live. Why the fuck you think we want to deal with your shit?
Right.
So, y'all use some of them terms way too fucking loosely. And at the same time, y'all feel like that gives y'all a certain level of freedom that you absolutely don't fucking have.
Well, it's to the point now where if I speak to my actual family, people are questioning them as to not whether we're family. So people know if you are my family, we call each other cuzzo. It's not gang shit. It's not whatever. We don't care if you blood. We don't care if you crip. We don't care who you are. If you're in our family, you either cuzzo or you little cuzzo, depending on what point you was born. You know what I'm saying? And so when I say what's up, cuzzo, they looking like, oh damn, y'all on some gang shit. One of my cousins is my actual cousins. Like I call and JD. Me and JD have been through this. JD is my cousin through marriage and through blood now because my sister and his cousins were all everybody's kids or whatever. We are actually family. Yeah. Chevy Gibbons, that is my brother. I'm saying bro to Shevlin. That is my brother. Yeah. He literally is my brother. If you grow up calling somebody's parents mom, if they parents cuss you out like you one of theirs, these are the type of relationships that I'm understanding with the whole bro sis thing, and that's my or cousin or even something like that because their family recognizes you. They own mama gonna be like, yeah, that's so and so. She's been in my house. He's been in my house. That's one of mine. That's what I'm is bro sis. And so if I get to that level, if you calling my mama or Mama Joyce or anything like that, if it's to like that, if I'm calling your mama mom, I'm gonna expect you to love me a different way because I'm gonna love you a different way. Exactly. Otherwise, the fuck out of here. Like, why are you even trying to even have that title? Like, we're not close like that. We don't have to be close like that. It's not a flex. To be family with people, that shit's just weird. I got a lot of cousins. People don't even know cousins, and we sit here like we talking, and since y'all do the shit so much, I'm confused. I gotta go back and DM them on Facebook. Like, so is this my actual cousin, or this motherfucker just calling you cousin? Like, I'm so fucking confused right now. It's weird.
I got family that I'm not blood related to, that we cousins, and it ain't never crossed that line because it's a different bond. There's never been no, well, we not really family type shit with either one of us. It's really, this is my family. This is who you. Family, a lot of people don't realize, even like as far as blood related goes, there was a point in time as far as when we was separated from home and our original heritage, family was considered the people we chose to have that bond with. So it's a whole different thing when we call each other family. We not, you know what I'm saying? What they call that weird ass shit that I never, kissing cousins. I never like that. That shit sounds weird as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Never been that. If I call you cousin, family, or we all got, like, my mother has friends that we've known each other as kids and family so long. Then my cousins. And that shit'll never change. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing when you put that label on it that people don't realize.
Oh, my cousins be straight offended. Honestly, like I said, our family, we're close and we're huge. There's enough of us to really, we don't need the extra. So it's like, so when we start naming motherfuckers, my cousin Christina, she's Compton born and raised, whatever. She's hella thuggish, but anyone who knows Cree, shout out Cree, love you. She would look at the stuff with somebody calling us cousin and bro, mad as shit. Her first question is, who is this bitch? It's so funny. Like, it's so, like, I pray to God none of y'all ever run into her while she's out here, while y'all trying to call anybody bro, sis, or any of that, because she gonna let you know you ain't got nothing to do with the Johnsons or the Herds. Like, you ain't nowhere here in this bloodline, and she gonna let you know. So again, people just gotta respect. Everybody needs to do it. Everybody needs to all agree that that's the actual title, or we all looking at you funny. Like, I don't know why the fuck they say that. We ain't close. That shit's weird. But as far as a rule of thumb, I'm going to throw it out there that if you got a problem with one sibling, you are no longer eligible to call that family bro and sis. That's the weirdest shit ever, especially if you funking with one person. How do you do that? Yeah. How do you move around like that? That's some weird shit to even want to, or desire to even be around.
I can attest to that because my sisters have brothers on their dad's side that, they got one brother that I'm cool with. We can speak rationally, and it's a couple that, I only hear from when it's some beef or some shit. But, when my sisters is going through certain shit, like years and years and years, people who know me and how much I defend my sisters know I done ran up on many a nigga behind my sisters since they've been in middle school. And so for me to get a call from one of their brothers because they feel like you ain't handling it this way and that way, and it's like, first of all, can't no grown man call me and tell me that I got to handle anything any kind of motherfucking way if he ain't in the middle of what I'm doing. Right. But most importantly, you cannot tell me how I should handle a situation with my siblings when I've handled that shit multiple times with them, and you've never been around for an event like that. And especially when everything that I go through, you'll call me when you feel like some drama is going on. But when everything that I went through, I ain't got no, hey man, how you doing, bro? Let me hear, how you been? I just want to check on you, see where your mental's at, see where this is and that. I don't hear none of that shit from you, but I get a call when the drama and all that shit is going on. And it's like, nigga, no grown ass man can call me and tell me what I should be. You can't tell me a motherfucking thing because I'm not going to call you and tell you how you should be handling shit that you might be doing some shit I don't agree with. I don't fucking care. You figure it out how you need to figure it out. Don't ever fucking call me and tell me how you think I should handle some shit. Because however I choose to handle it, you ain't got a dime on how I choose to do it. And you're not gonna move when I say I'm gonna handle it the way I choose to handle it. So niggas can miss me with that bullshit. I say that to go on my own tangent. Don't call my fucking phone when it's about some drama and some beef and shit when I don't hear from you outside of that.
That's just a general rule of thumb. Like, that's not just for a fake family. That's for everybody. That's anybody. If you can't call me in your good time, sure as fuck don't call me in your bad. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. But it's just the fact, when it's people that's like, yeah, that's like, bro, nigga, I don't hear from you outside of no drama shit. Nigga, I ain't... The fuck? Like, really, like, where do you get off call when it's only some drama and shit? Then I'm gonna hear from you. Outside of that, you know what I mean?
What are your time frames? What is your thoughts on timelines for resolving issues between family? for friends who you believe family, how long should it be before you actually talk and resolve issues?
I think, for me personally, it's when cooler heads prevail. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as family goes, because I've had it out with family and we didn't speak for a while. I've had it out with my siblings, and we know to give one another the space to calm down. And you know what I'm saying? Like me and my sister, we had it out, and then recently we got caught up. Went outside, got high, and was like, you know, hey, shit was wild. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what type of people you can gauge a moment to be like, hey, I apologize with, as opposed to, you know, some of you family members who said some fuck shit that I'm like, these niggas can never come hang out again. But
I think that's a lot to it. I think closure does a lot with certain things as far as fixing things, family, friends, all that fun stuff. If there's no closure, no apology, no genuine, let me say that.
yeah,
No genuine apology or acknowledgement or recognition of wrongdoing is definitely the way to make sure that the relationship is fucked off unnecessarily. Like that's one of the easiest things to fix with your family is to just fucking apologize. You remember when you was little and your siblings, y'all did some shit, you hated the fuck out of them. You hit me, this nigga, fuck you, y'all ain't ever gonna be friends again. You know what your mama did? Make you apologize. Go hug them, tell them you love them, and move forward.
Stand in the corner for 10 minutes
Until you love them. Stare, go hold hands and stare at each other and keep shaking and keep saying, I love you. My mom used to make us do that or whatever.
I do love him. I just don't want to touch this nigga's hand.
Man,
fuck him.
just makes it understand. With family, you're supposed to work things out a little bit different. So that's a little unspoken rule for you guys who are not quite sure. You can determine whether or not you're an actual family by your ability to resolve whatever is going on.
Yeah.
So if whatever it is not something that has a resolution and you can't do it and you can't even part your teeth to say sorry, well then, yeah, y'all don't need to. Y'all definitely not family, and you definitely don't need to even be associates on that. Let me see what else, bro. Okay, final thing. What do you think it takes to actually be done with something? We talked about how you keep it. It's just apologize, try to move forward, try to fix it. Now, what is unfixable? What is something you shouldn't even have to worry about fixing to help people out like myself who might just recognize when it's too damn late?
My main one, because it happened to me, is speaking death upon my name. You know what I mean? When this was during the planning of my pop's funeral, and I got this obnoxious ass cousin who, I don't fuck with this side of the family. If someone can give me a funeral program, cool. And I was like, nigga, this is my dad's funeral. If you want a funeral program, you come. If not, you don't get one. Ain't nobody giving you one. Oh, I must be talking to a ghost. Last I heard, you died. And I'm like, once you say some shit like that to me, oh boy, Jesus himself can't get you to come back from that. You got to hold that for the rest of your life. Because I'll sleep at night knowing I don't give a shit about you and what you got going on, because you don't benefit me in no way, shape, or form. We might be blood, but boy, I'm a dog walk you just because, you know, you earned it. It's just certain shit. Like, there's a certain line, like, there's certain shit you just, once I feel like you're using personal shit to go below the belt, and I'm at a point now in my life where doing that shit to me don't hurt my feelings no more. That shit is, what that tells me is the gloves is off. And I'm about to say all the shit that you used that you thought was going to hurt my feelings. I'm about to use all the shit that I know was about to hurt your feelings. Because now I'm like, well, fuck you going to do about it?
Yeah, that's the ugly place. And that's the ugliest place to be. Once you realize, okay, now it's tit for tat. Now is what you do. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah. Because
that's an ugly place to be.
Because, and then once, you know, and even when that happened, and I started getting calls from actual family, and I knew fuck ass nigga wasn't gonna tell the whole story. So I said, I'm okay with being the villain. Once I'm okay with being the villain in your story, you might want to just leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm okay. Once I'm okay with, why are you being so problematic? I don't know. I just like to be problematic and shit sometimes. Mom, I'm sorry.
It helps when you don't really seek validation from others. Like since I'm someone who really don't give two fucks what people think about me one way or the other, I'm not gonna somebody that's gonna jump out and run out and try to fix it or try to tell anybody else or try to get anybody else to see my side. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. That kind of comes about. We're coming up on time and whatnot. So I kind of I'm gonna summarize it with that. I think as far as like bros and sis and cousin and all that fun stuff, as far as I'm concerned, like y'all can treat it however y'all want to, continue to do such. I just like to point out that we see the bullshit. You ain't got to fix it. Just know, don't call me sis. If you ain't that group of people, like I said from before, just don't. Cause I know you don't love me like a sister would. Like, this is not something that it's not even, it's something now that I have no choice but to take seriously, because again, that shit changed the way I forever look at that word, that relationship, that a lot of things with me, as far as who's allowed to be referred to in my life as bro and sis, and the people who are doing such.
Yeah.
And because of that, I don't trust a lot of you people calling me sis, because I had to wait for me to go through absolute beyond bullshit just to see how somebody truly felt about me. And so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. It's sad, but I'm happy. So for those who's gonna sit there and like wondering if I'm okay, like I'm okay. Like I know I did express some serious things in the beginning of this, but I am okay. Like I'm good, guys. I'm able to talk about it. That's why I do a lot of the advocacy work and speeches and things that I do, because you know, that's how you help others, is to explain your own situation. So there's that, and that's why I do that work that I do. But and then going forward, there's no animosity. There's none. I take this whole situation as a lesson learned. So anybody thinking I'm on here to be pissed off or start something or try to do the bandwagon hatred that y'all weirdos be doing, don't do that. This ain't for that. This ain't for that. This wasn't really y'all's business. This was just me having to go ahead and get something off my chest, because my fucking counselor said I needed to. My goddamn psychiatrist said I needed to go ahead and get that off my chest and just own the situation and move forward. So y'all were included in something in my journey of moving forward and bettering myself. But this was definitely not one of them things where y'all supposed to go be doing weird bandwagon hatred stuff and changing up, switching things and who you fuck with. If you fuck with people, fuck with them tough. And if you call them sis, call their ass sis every day, because again, your experiences are not my experiences, which is the same way that anything you would say to me is moot, because your experiences are not my experiences. Your relationships, your perceptions, your anything are not mine. So you can't tell me how to feel about certain situations or how to handle it or what to talk about. Period.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I have to say, like, for me, you know, if you know me, you know people that I call my bro, my sis, whatever. These are people that I have experiences with outside of my siblings through my mother. People that, when you hear me speak of, you know, Ern, Reggie, Aubrey, rest in peace, Dominic, rest in peace, Terry, Glenn, just when you hear me speak about certain people, the people who I look at as a sister, and these are people that, my sister Ebony, sorry, I haven't spoke with her in years, but my sister Ebony, but it's certain people that you hear, or if Rukus is someone who can call me and, hey, I might need help with this real quick, or let's figure out this and that. Like, it's certain bonds that I have with that's a family bond that I will never confuse with my best friend Iram, sister, bro. Like I said, it's you will never hear me draw the lines between those type of experiences with somebody I was intimate with. We might be friends. There's people that I'm intimate with or have been intimate with that we call one another friends now. And that's what we are. We'll never be intimate again. We had our run, and that's the end of it, and then we're friends now. So y'all really have to take some of them labels that y'all put out there seriously, because you can't say that shit freely.
Real talk. I think that's a great way to wrap it up. I'm like, next week. Okay, so huge way to go 180 on this and go back the other direction. Okay,
shit.
so
Oh shit.
Next week podcast is me. I'm taking over the podcast next week. I will be joined with 4 of my friends. We're gonna form a panel to talk about
dick.
The way he said it sounds so crass. We're gonna talk about how we feel about male behavior, as far as the things that y'all do to try to catch women. We're going to talk about the photos y'all send. We're going to talk about the dates or whatever, y'all's actual chase. We are going to talk about some of those outcomes in relationships, and we are going to talk about y'all's activities in the bedroom. That's right, and we're calling it the Weenie Roast. So next week, That's what we're doing. We want y'all to come back because it's about to be fun as the fuck. So make sure y'all come back next
Fellas,
week.
if y'all decide to watch, just know I'm not going to be there. Because it's 4-on-1. What the fuck y'all want me to do? I might call in.
I thought that was y'all's dream. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the What Do I Know podcast on the R Network. Please make sure you continue to like, subscribe, and follow the R Network on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch. And then also you can catch it on mine. I got my little bootleg version that runs on RUKUS 303 or on my page, but it's nowhere as fun as getting to see all the graphics and the stuff that they do to make this show what it is.
And then, of course, on my main page, TRE Smith, Trey the Artist page. On Instagram, Womack was here 83, and fuck Twitter, I forget.
That part.
I'm stepping that until the end of the season at least.
All right, well, thank y'all for tuning in. Come back next week. Peace.
What's happening, y'all? This one half. Shit, running back. It's your boy TRE Smith, and guess what? We are on our way back for a new season of But What Do I Know? Me and Rukus. And we bringing our dreads. She's bringing the yams. And we gonna be here every Wednesday. And what platforms are we on this time?
I was supposed to introduce my own yams. Anyway, we out here on those platforms for y'all to follow us to make sure that I got yams and hips to go with these yams. Nigga, the yams fun. Hashtag Rux yams and hips. Yams and hips. Okay.
Cut the check for the yams and the locks. I need mine to get long like hers. That's what we gonna do. Give us your monies.
Where does the money come from? Like what?
It's gonna be drugs and strippers everywhere. We gonna do all that bullshit. She don't know it. I didn't discuss that with her, but that's cool. That's cool. That's what we do. Anyhow, check on us every Wednesday to make sure we okay. He won't stop laughing.
Take 98.
Okay, so let me put the new one.
That's my line.
Oh, that's your line.
That's my line.
Okay. Shit. I'm not gonna add that line. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Rukus, one half of the What Do I Know podcast. We are coming back to y'all on Wednesday nights on the AHRR Network.
And guess what? We gonna be on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Twitch, cut the check. We out here, man. We need this money and shit. We got babies.
That part.